4 days, it's been very, very good for us.
And we were talking to some of the guys, and they said the motto was keep pushing forward this season. What does that mean, and why did you choose that as something to say to these guys?
Well, if we look back on last season, we fell one game short from going into the playoffs. So we want to keep pushing so we can get that playoff push at the end, so we'll get over whatever adversity that we would face and get into the playoffs and get into the tournament, because that's our main goal. And the main goal is at the end is our mission statement, is to win it all.
And you guys have a new quarterback on the field this year. What are your expectations for him, and what have you liked that you've seen so far?
Well, Jason is bringing in a lot of leadership. His veteran leadership that he's possessed throughout his years of playing. The guys are following it, and I think that's good for our young guys. I think T.T. Tolliver brings a great deal of veteran leadership to the group, to the receiver corps, and James Harrell in the secondary, and Al Phillips, from coming from a different team, but his years of experience, the guys catch on in the secondary. And then we have also veteran leadership on the defensive line. So our veteran leadership is starting to really kick in. The younger guys are following under their wings, and that's just the start of the foundation of a good team.
Now, last year was your first year as a head coach. Obviously, you've been in the league and Hall of Famer and all that. What would you say you took away as something that you learned the most last year as a head coach that you do differently or change about this year?
Well, in your first season as a head coach, when you're first hired and you first come on, you really have to get things at a faster rate, get things together. This year I had a bit more time to actually plan and put things in detail and put a lot of good things in perspective. Our practices are well organized now. I think that's one thing that we really, really kind of stressed this year. They're faster, it's an up-tempo type practice, and the guys kind of really starting to buy into it and enjoy it. So practice is a lot of fun, it's a lot competitive, it's very competitive. And I think that's, coming as a first-year head coach, you wouldn't know exactly what style you want to bring. I think, coming into my second year, I know what style I want to bring, and know what my expectations are going to be.
Among the new wide receivers, the young wide receivers, is there anybody that's kind of stood out in these first couple of days of training camp?
Oh, they all are making plays. It's the good thing is that I think we're all on the same page. And the one thing is that you probably see is that a little bit of the timing is off, which is normal for offense, quarterback getting new to new guys, running routes, new plays, different things of that nature. But, for one guy that's really stand out so far new is Kendrick Eames. He's really made a lot of great plays. Just looking at the whole group as a core, all the new guys have really done very well. So we just want to continue to push on and keep moving.
What does Kendrick bring to the table? What has he done that's allowed him to kind of stand out?
His speed.
Yeah.
He's very, very quick, very fast. The DBs are really recognizing that his speed, his ability to get open, and he's making a tough catch. That's one thing that as a new receiver, you really want to show at the beginning of the year. Coming in on a new team, that he's making the tough catches, making the tough plays. And he's not a big guy, he's a little guy, but he's still making the tough plays.
You have a lot of local guys playing their hometown, played high school and even college here. I mean, what do you think it means to those type of guys, to continue playing in like Tampa, for their home team?
Well, one of the guys is James Harrell. I think he stands out. One of the most guys, playing here at home, played at Plant High School, went to college and came back, and now he's playing in front of a local crowd. I think that helps them actually feel a little bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And they're more in their setting, being here in Tampa and being familiar with the city and the people that are here, and what they want to play well in front of the home crowd. So
Motivates them.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Coach, I think recently, and I don't have it exact, but you mentioned something about you want to get back to the way Storm football used to be. Made a comment of something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But what exactly did you mean by that? What do you think might have been missing previously with regards to that type of statement?
Well, one thing is that we're trying to get our guys to buy into our tradition. We have a winning tradition. That's something that we can't forget about. I think that's one of the things that when new guys come in, once they see that, hey man, we have so many Hall of Famers and we have so many championships, man, the expectations here are high. You know, it's not, hey, we're not just going to go play and, you know, have a season and not have expectations around it. It's you know, our fans expect the best, and we expect to put a competitive team on the field at all times. So, and that's one of the things back in the old tradition, the old days, you know, that's one of the things that we kind of really put a lot of emphasis on. Our guys coming out, putting on a good performance for our crowd, and when we go on the road, yes, we still want to put on a good performance, and that creates W's. So I think that if we bring a little bit of the old style in, up in your face football is what we used to play, I think that'll pay dividends for us in the long run.